cars. So get to your Northwest Ford store today, because when 20th Century Celebration ends, it's history.
Tonight's CBS programming on Coin 6, brought to you in part by Fred Meyer.
Movie will return next week. Now it's a CBS special presentation as America celebrates 5 world-class artists at the Kennedy Center Honors. CBS Next.
It has been called a glorious constellation of dance, music, theater, film, and television stars. Tonight, television's most honored program, the Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts.
The 22nd Annual Kennedy Center Honors, honoring Victor Borga, Sean Connery, Judith Jamison, Jason Robards, Stevie Wonder. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Cronkite.
Good evening, and welcome to the 22nd Kennedy Center Honors. We gather here again tonight in America's capital to salute America's greatest performing artists. An essayist once wrote, "As the sun colors flowers, so does art color life." Each year at the center, we honor those few artists, those rare few, who color in our national life and light up our national spirit. On the signature wall behind me here are inscribed the names of our past honorees. To this company of grace, we now add 5 performing artists who have been nominated by their peers and elected by the Kennedy Center trustees. A virtuoso from Denmark, who became the chaplain of the keyboard, America's clown prince of the piano. An actor's kid born on the road, who on his long life's journey in the theater has become the actor's actor. A child of Michigan and Motown, who in the wonder of music looked out from his blindness and saw the world lifted up. A tall, gangly girl from Philadelphia, whose grit and grace have made her a giant of American dance. Scotland's 1950 entry in the Mr. Universe contest, Super Spy and Superstar, the great Scot, who is the Lord of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our 1999 Kennedy Center honorees.
The Kennedy Center Honors, a celebration of the performing arts, sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. Just like you, we care about how your kids feel. And by the men and women of General Motors, whose commitment to quality brings you outstanding cars and trucks.
7,000 times a day, 685 times an hour. Once every 6 seconds, a GM owner puts their stamp of approval on the quality of our cars and trucks by coming back to buy another GM. It's the highest loyalty of any company in the industry. And to us, the highest compliment.
When I started writing, winning a Nobel Prize never entered my mind. My first book was a profound commercial failure. But quitting was not an option. I learned persistence in subtle and not so subtle ways from my parents. For years, my mother used her whole paycheck to send me to college. My father convinced me I could do anything, as long as I tried. And he was right. So tell your kids to wake up every morning and do their best. Tell them to make the most of each and every day, and not to worry about tomorrow until tomorrow. My parents gave me a gift nothing could beat. Long before I was a success, my parents made me feel like I could be one.
Just like you, we care about how your kids feel.
In any business, there can be only one priority. At Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, we have never forgotten ours. Not surprisingly, we measure success a little differently.
I just hope it's healthy. I hope their plane lands safely.
I don't want to go to the hospital anymore.
I wish I could get my email out here.
I wish my network had more bandwidth.
I hope we get 1 million hits.
I wish they had a cure.
I wish I could have done more.
I wish I had more time.
Agilent Technologies. Dreams made real.
Night
provides no ambient illumination.
is scary.
Yet objects give off energy in the form of heat.
It would be amazing if you could see what's out there.
DeVille DTS thermal detection system with the head-up display projects images of the road ahead.
Beyond the range of your headlamps.
The all-new DeVille DTS, the world's first car available with night vision. The power of and, the fusion of design and technology. Cadillac.
We've got your Millennium Party right here, CBS New Year's Eve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Freeman.
At the start, when choreographers in New York were reluctant to hire someone 6 feet tall, she refused to give up. She refused to go home and relinquish her dream. So she trooped from audition to audition to audition. She paid her rent by working at the 1964 World's Fair, helping people into and out of a log flume ride. A few years later, on the night Judith Jamison soared into stardom, a New York dance critic wrote, and I quote, "She has a long, magnificent face, tragic face, a face born to cry the blues. The fire she has on stage reflects an unquenchable spirit, and I am honored beyond measure to be here in this place at this time to join this collective outpouring of appreciation to an artist, dancer, and a great actor. We are awestruck witnesses to the power and poetry of this woman who towers over the world of dance. The name was Judith Jamison. The city was Philadelphia. The parents, John and Tessie. They took her to every cultural event they could get tickets for. She was uncommonly tall, perhaps too tall for a ballet dancer. But she wanted to speak with her body. In her mind's eye, she could see the stage on which she belonged. There was nothing to do but go to New York. It wasn't easy to find her destiny. The classical world told her she wasn't classical enough. The jazz world said she didn't fit there either. Then a young choreographer saw something in her. Alvin Ailey ran a small company where they were making the American black experience into dance. And with them, she found her home. A group of young hopefuls living hand to mouth. They built their name one road trip at a time. Tall enough to touch the sky and bold enough to try, Judy was a new kind of American dancer. Now Ailey would create a solo just for her. An homage to black women, a 16-minute epic called Cry. The audience rose to its feet in a 20-minute ovation. The New York Times wrote, Judith Jamison triumphs. The girl from Philadelphia was a star. They all said, come dance with me. Broadway, too, wanted her center stage. Her boundless energy took her back into the rehearsal room, where she became a choreographer. Here, too, she shines. When her old friend Alvin Ailey died, she was asked to take over his company. She propelled them to new heights. Today, it is the most successful modern dance company in America. And that's not all.
You are unique and a creative human being, and you have something to share with this world, positively.
Judy loves to say, dancing is how we say to the world, here I am. Dance with all your might, and the world will see you. If we see the world a little differently, we have Judith Jamison to thank for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1998 Kennedy Center honoree, Bill Cosby.
Your applause was longer than mine. Dance? Oh, by the way, I'm taking this home. It's now complete. I bought the dress. Camille will do the dance. Judith, I will tell you that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is so proud. And that's why I wanted to be here tonight. No, she didn't ask for me, to tell the truth. But I have this medal And all I ask is that you all understand that I am not going to do anything with this except give it to my wife.
Judith Jemison danced for Alvin Ailey for 15 years. Today, she directs the company and is leading it in new directions and to new heights. Her dancers have come to salute her tonight. Here is Duana Adia Smallwood in Ms. Jemison's signature role, Cry.
High flying bird, fly on. Lord, where will I be tomorrow night? Yeah. Then we're going right, be free. Going right, be free. Then we're going right, we're going right, we're going right.
What will communications be when it finally grows up? Satellite? Broadband? Wireless? Fiber optic? With technologies from Agilent, communications can grow up to be whatever it wants to be. Let's see what this baby can do.
Worried about Y2K? Get a new Buick. Why? Let's say the city goes dark. Buick's headlights come on automatically. Very clever. No heat, dual climate control. So get cozy in your comfy power seat with your portable TV and watch the test pattern. During Buick's Not to Worry event, get a Century 2000 Special Edition with a Millennium offer worth $2,000, just in time for the year 2000. No blow dryer? Sunroof.
Endurance, copy? Endurance, lead us into the new Millennium, Endurance. Endurance, what have you done?
The champagne was not Corbel.
Corbel, official champagne of the Millennium Celebration.
The critics are calling Snow Falling on Cedars haunting and beautifully crafted.
You have a gentle heart, a good heart.
A visual masterpiece and a heartbreaking love story.
I want you to marry me. Please say yes.
It transports us to a magical world.
It takes a rare thing to free oneself from the chambers of the human heart.
Snow Falling on Cedars, rated PG-13. Now playing in select cities nationwide January 7th.
Is there an insurance company with a 146-year history of proving that your trust is not misplaced? Without question, the St. Paul.
The Kennedy Center Honors will continue here on CBS.
You haven't seen the future until you see the next 48 hours. The daring new medicine that could save Amy's life. Can they make people as smart as machines? And what if Mike Wallace has finally met his match?
You're tiring me out, Mary. Knock it off.
Andy Rooney has a blast from the past. And the CBS Galaxy of Stars gazes into the future. On the brink of a new millennium. 48 hours at a special time, Thursday.
Log on and see why Coin TV's Channel 6000 is rated one of the favorite television websites in the nation. Channel 6000. What you want, when you want it.
The Myri Frank 24-hour sale is Saturday and Sunday with New Year's preview starting tomorrow.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
Once in a while, a car comes along that's really worth pursuing. A car with features like an automatic transmission, alloy wheels, ABS, a security system, and more, all offered at a price that has proven to be very elusive. Of course, you have to see such a car. To not would be criminal. The Special Edition Accord from Honda. Now get APR financing as low as 3.9% APR for 36 months on new 4-cylinder Accord sedans.
5, 4, 3, 2,
The New Year's Day sale at Bassett Furniture Direct.
Last-minute ways to protect your money for Y2K at 11.
Thomas and an 11-year-old hero tonight on CBS.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Spacey.
In 1956, the unknown Jason Rubarb's performance in The Iceman Cometh was so groundbreaking and startling that Eugene O'Neill's widow Carlotta decided to ignore Eugene's deathbed wish, which was to not produce Long Day's Journey into Night or even allow it to be published for 25 years until after his death. So later that same year, Jason took on the role of Jamie Tyrone in the first production of what is now considered one of the 2 or 3 greatest plays in American history. As a young actor, I was Jason's fan, and I even met him backstage once. But my strongest memory of meeting him was in 1986. I was here at the Kennedy Center doing a play with that other great O'Neill interpreter, Colleen Dewhurst. Jason was here as well in a classic revival of Iceman Cometh, and I went to watch the grand master of O'Neill as often as I could. Toward the end of the run, they threw a party for Jason at a hotel ballroom, and I eyed him across the room for most of the night, nervously. And he kept looking in my direction and kind of squinting his eyes at me. And I think he knew that I was about to be the first actor to play Jamie Tyrone in Long Day's Journey on Broadway, since he had done it some 30 years before. Near the end of the night, Jason stood up from his table and he walked the length of the room. I felt him coming up behind me. And then I felt a hand on my shoulder. And I looked up, and Jason looked down at me with the kindest eyes, and in a fatherly voice said, "Be good to him. He was very good to me." Jason, do you remember that great line from O'Neill? "The sea hates a coward." Well, your voyage has been a brave one, my friend. That long life's journey in the theater.
In work and in life, Jason Robards loves to go for broke. Jason Robards Sr. was a serious Broadway actor, but his career evaporated in a string of grade B movies. The boy could see that acting was heartbreak. At Hollywood High, he was an athlete. At 17, he enlisted and saw combat in the Pacific. But in the dim library of a destroyer, he chanced on the plays of Shakespeare and Eugene O'Neill. The play was the thing, the reason to become an actor and go where serious actors went. 10 years is a long time to stick to something and not get anywhere. Then he heard about auditions for a play he had read long ago and a character he had never forgotten, an Irish rogue. The theater was tiny, the pay lousy, but he auditioned with a fervor that nailed the part as his. From the moment he walked on the stage, he peeled back the layers of a man coming to grips with his demons and himself. Robards was Hickey.
I kept swearing to her every night that this time I really wouldn't, until I made it a real final test to myself and to Evelyn. And of course, she'd encourage me and say, "I know you won't this time, Teddy. You'll conquer it, dear. And we'll be so happy, dear." Well, when she'd say that and kiss me, I'd believe it, too. And then she'd go upstairs to bed, and I'd stay up alone because I didn't want to disturb her tossing and rolling around. And I'd get so damn lonely. And I'd think how peaceful it was here, sitting around with the old gang, getting drunk and forgetting love, laughing and joking and singing and telling lies.
The role made him a star and inspired the resurrection of an almost forgotten great playwright. The next year, he illuminated another O'Neill play.
Make fun of work is a sucker's game. I never wanted you to succeed and make me look even worse by comparison. Wanted you to fail. Always jealous of you. Mama's baby, Papa's pet. And it was your being born that started Mama on dope. I know that's not your fault, but all the same, God damn you. I can't help hating your guts.
He returned to O'Neill again and again. His soulmate, his North Star. I never met O'Neill, but if I did, I'd look him in the eye and say, "You crazy Irish son of a bitch, I love you." Night after night, he reaches deep inside to find the core of his characters, creating some of the most indelible of our times. Sometimes I fail, he said, but I'm not in this for safety. I'm in it for love. And then there is the other side of life.
Can I ask one question?
Anything.
What business was my grandfather in?
Philosophy. That's why he wants you to go into it, too.
You can make money from philosophy?
Oh, yes, sir. If you got the right one.
A lifetime of craft goes into that single look, that tone of voice, the telling gesture.
How much can you tell me about Deep Throat?
How much do you need to know?
You trust him?
Yeah.
I can't do the reporting for my reporters, which means I have to trust them. And I hate trusting anybody. Run that baby.
For over half a century, Jason Robards has lured us into the theater and shown us what it is to be human.
Stay tuned for Matthew Broderick and the Broadway company of Kiss Me Kate. The Kennedy Center Honors, sponsored by Agilent Technologies, dreams made real. And by the St. Paul Companies, property and liability insurance for business. Without question, the St. Paul.
Is there an insurance company that believes the most important thing they cover is the risk you didn't think of? Without question, the St. Paul.
Welcome to the World Wide Web. And And what a tangled web we weave. With so much traffic, the superhighway can become a parking lot. So Agilent Technologies makes systems and components that help turn internet gridlock into open road. It's a driver's dream.
Last year, more people who owned a GM car or truck came back to buy another GM. More than any other company in America. It's the highest loyalty in the industry, which speaks not only to the quality of GM cars and trucks, but to the people who drive them.
How do you measure success? Presenting iChoice from Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, a dynamic new financial program that lets you achieve your success your way. How do you measure success? At Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, we measure success one investor at a time.
After a hard day chasing antelope around the Serengeti, one craves the particular effervescence that comes only from Schweppes. An absolute tonic. Ooh, hello, my dear.
Hi.
Would you care to join me for dinner later?
What about my boyfriend?
Well, I like elephants, but I couldn't eat a whole one.
Aww.
Schweppes, just a little more taste.
Saturday.
I've never felt this safe before.
Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. The Bodyguard, CBS Saturday.
CBS presents the People's Choice Awards, honoring your favorite TV, movie, and music stars.
Thank you very much.
The People's Choice, CBS Sunday, January 9th.
Good evening. My name is Frank Langella. There was a time when actors who made their lives on the stage were referred to as ladies and gentlemen of the theater. And that's exactly what Jason Robards has always been for me, a gentleman of the theater. Stage acting requires a kind of wildness, a kind of take it or leave it quality, a dangerous quality, qualities that Jason has in abundance. When I came to New York in 1962, he was already the standard by which great acting on the stage was measured. I watched him and I learned. And Jason, I share your opinion that acting is a noble profession. And the greatest challenge of all, I think, for those of us who practice it, is to make it look as if we're not doing it. So Jason, I came here tonight to tell you, nobody not does it better than you. Congratulations.
My name is Alfred Molina, and I had the great pleasure and honor of working with Jason in a play on Broadway, my first time I worked on the stage in America. Jason, spending every evening with you on stage was like having a master class given to you as a gift. I remember mentioning to you that had you been a British actor, with your accomplishments and your stature in this business, you probably would have been Lord Jason Robards by now. And you looked at me and you said, Lord Jason Robards. Yeah, I like that. So, my Lord, I'm here with this illustrious company to pay you a tribute. We love you. Thank you.
I'm Matthew Broderick, and thank you. And I was lucky enough to make my film debut working opposite my good friend, Jason Robards. I remember when I first met him, and he said, "Oh, hi, you're Jimmy Broderick's son, aren't you? I know Jimmy, I worked with Jimmy. It's great to see you, and I can't wait to work with you." And I I felt so good. And we became friends, and we would lunch together at the commissary at 20th Century Fox. And I remember one time Mel Brooks came by and he said, Jason, I have a great role for you. It's a wonderful role. It's a Kaiser role. I never forgot that for some reason. It was actually a hard year for me as well. My father was sick at that time. He was not well, and I didn't like to tell anybody that. But I knew somehow that I could tell Jason, and I can still remember his reaction, and it was so pure and so truthful. It was truthful, just the way Jason's acting is. So I'm very proud to be here and to celebrate my favorite actor. Hi, Dad.
Didn't expect me here, huh? I'm Jake Robards. My grandfather, Jason Robards Sr., held Actors Equity Card number 33. And now, for over 50 years, my father's life has been in the theater. My brothers, Jason III and Sam Robards, both are actors. And this year, I got my equity card. So, Dad, I guess for the Robards family, it always was and always will be. Another opening, another show. From Philly, Boston, and Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Broadway's hottest musical sensation, Kiss Me, Kate.
Another opening, another show. In Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show. Another job that you hope at last will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the oceans grow. Another opening of another show. 4 weeks you rehearse and rehearse. 3 weeks and it couldn't be worse. 1 week, will it ever be right? Then out of the hat it's that big first night. Oh, the truth is about to start.
You cross your fingers and hold your heart. Curtain time and away we go. Another opening, another show. In Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show.
Okay, ladies, let's review the second act combination. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, kick 1, 2.
became famous playing Superman, a man who could fly. Now I can't move or even breathe on my own. But after my accident, when I knew I would live, I learned an important lesson. My disability need not be disabling. I could still pursue my career as an actor and director. So tell your kids not to become discouraged in the face of adversity. Tell them that with faith, their bad days are just good days in disguise. You don't need any special eloquence to talk to your kids. Just the act of talking to them can be a spiritual experience. The right words will come. So tell them to have faith.
Just like you, we care about how your kids feel.
Rolling Stone, USA Today, and Roger Ebert call Magnolia one of the best films of the year. Winner of 2 Golden Globe nominations, including Best Supporting Actor Tom Cruise.
You are here for me to enlighten you.
Newsweek says Magnolia towers over most Hollywood films this year.
Shall we drink to that?
Rolling Stone calls it a near miracle.
This close.
Startling, innovative, Tom Cruise is a revelation. Magnolia, rated R. Now playing in New York and LA, January 7th everywhere.
In feature films, the production assistant gets stuff where it needs to be. A dozen glaze, a dozen chocolate. So my car is pretty much my office. Last week, I moved a flock of geese and 25 bowling balls. In 8 days, I drove about 1,000 miles. Some people may have a window office or a corner office. Me, I've got a window office that corners.
The hard-working Saturn SL.
Julie, what's your 20?
I'm in the car.
The Kennedy Center Honors will continue.
More power and more room in the BMW 528i. Not to mention some unique safety features. Beautiful car. The S80 from Volvo.
Lancome creates Resurface, the first wrinkle corrector with nanocapsules of retinol. Powerful, with wrinkle smoothing benefits for up to 16 hours. Gentle, use every day or night. In 2 weeks, surface wrinkles begin to retreat. In 4 weeks, new skin surfaces. Resurface from Lancome Paris. Receive a free sample of Resurface now at Meyer & Frank.
Coin 6 News and Fullerton & Company Insurance would like to thank everyone who supported our Project Happy Holidays food drive. Over 27,000 pounds of food and $11,600 were raised to help the Sunshine Division provide Christmas food boxes for those in need. We'd also like to thank City Liquidators and Elmer's Flag and Banner for their generous support. So from all of us at Coin 6 News, thank you for making the holidays brighter for everyone.
Happy holidays!
The Meyer & Frank 24-hour sale is Saturday and Sunday with New Year's preview starting tomorrow.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
Log on and see why Coin TV's Channel 6000 is rated one of the favorite television websites in the nation. Channel 6000. What you want, when you want it.
Tonight's programming on Coin TV 6 is brought to you in part by Adventure RV.
Special premiere Sunday, January 16th.
Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Thank you, and good evening. I had the pleasure of traveling to Rome for my first meeting with Sean Connery. As anxious as I was to meet him, I had the fear of hell inside me. So to calm my nerves on the plane, I kept reiterating, well, hey, you know, if he hates me, if he never wants to work with me, at least I can say that I had an hour in which I worked with him. And Sean is a wonderful, charismatic man. A charisma that can transcend the screen into the real world. And Sean is renowned for his professionalism and punctuality. In fact, one of his lines in the movie that we did together, Entrapment, was, "I'm never late. If I'm late, I'm dead." He has shared with me and other actors things about our craft, about our industry and business that he openly admits it has taken him his whole career to figure out. But personally, he has shared with me, he has taught me the difference between a good single malt whiskey and a bad one. My dear friend Sean, as a fellow Celt, I am so honored, I am so proud to be part of your clan. And the work we did together and our friendship will remain with me forever. His home was Edinburgh, a cold water flat in a working-class neighborhood. Thomas Sean Connery slept in the bottom drawer of his parents' bedroom dresser. He delivered milk before school, winning an extra penny or two with his smile. He left school and drifted through a series of day jobs and dead ends. What he needed was a trade, something that would get him through life. All he had to work with was himself. Limb by limb, muscle by muscle, from art class model to Mr. Scotland, and with it, a ticket to the Mr. Universe contest. He lost the contest, and it was back to reading the want ads. The job was beefing up the chorus of a touring company of South Pacific. After a year on the road, he decided to make acting his trade. He worked hard, got parts on the stage, in television, and in the movies. But no one asked much of him, or expected much either. When he played Lana Turner's love interest, a critic wrote, "This newcomer will not grow old in the movie industry." A London hotel room. It was like the search for Scarlett O'Hara. Two producers trying to cast the perfect upper-crust, Eton-educated Englishman. When in strode the Scotsman, without posh or pedigree. But when they watched him leave the interview, he walked down the street as though he owned the city. Crossing their fingers, they cast him.
I admire your luck, Mr.
A full-blown chapter in movie history. But the tuxedo became a straitjacket. To reclaim himself, he gave up the elegant 007 to become a beat-down soldier accused of mutiny. Now he could let the Scotsman loose.
What kind of a soldier are you?
I'm a live one, unless Williams has got other plans for me.
Discipline. The arm is run on discipline.
I'm a regular soldier because I couldn't get a bloody job in Civvy Street. But I was a good toy, clockwork soldier, just like you are. You throw an order at me and I could pick it up like a dog picks up a bone.
On your feet and you listen. Stand up and stand still, or I'll...
Yes, I will have my feet. How much to charge? Failing to obey an order?
He took on size and stature, with his coal miners and angry poets. He conjured up a heroic age of romantic grandeur, epic tales, and legendary dreamers.
One more thing is needful for my destiny to be fulfilled. That I take her to wife.
For God's sake, leave the women alone.
Who's talking of women? I said wife. A queen to breed a king's son for the king.
What about the contract?
The contract only lasted until such time as we was kings, and king I've been these months past. The first king here since Alexander, the first to wear his crown in 2214. 14 years. Him.
You better be damn sure, Malone.
If you open the ball on these people, Mr. Nash, you must be prepared to go all the way. Because they won't give up the fight until one of you is dead.
I want to get Capone. I don't know how to get him.
You want to get Capone? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. And that's how you get Capone.
You have the diary in your pocket.
You don't. Do you think my son would be that stupid that he would bring my diary all the way back here?
You didn't, did you? You didn't bring it, did you? Well,
You did.
look, can we discuss this later?
I should have mailed it to the Marx brothers.
Will you take it easy?
Take it easy? Why do you think I sent it home in the first place? So it wouldn't fall into their hands. I came here to save you. Oh, yeah? And who's going to come to save you, Junior? I told you.
Don't call me Junior.
He has the force and majesty of a long life and the assured grace of true stardom.
Pipes and drums! By the center!
Ladies and gentlemen, the world champion City of Washington Pipe Band.
My name is Alistair Fraser from Clackmannan in Scotland, near Edinburgh. And as a Scotsman, I could say you've gone far, but you've never forgotten where you came from. And I'd like to offer you an anthem that expresses very deeply the Scottish soul.
fine old song that the Scottish people share with our country, just as they share Sean Connery with us. Tonight, to honor Mr. Connery, we'll hear it with the actual melody to which Robert Burns wrote it a little more than 200 years ago. Here all the way from Edinburgh are Maury Campbell and Dave Francis.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot for auld lang syne? For auld lang syne, my jo, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for auld lang syne. We'd wire on about the breeze frae morning sun till dine, and we've wandered mony a weary fet sin auld lang syne. For auld lang syne, my jo, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for auld lang syne. For auld lang syne, my jo, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for auld lang syne.
The Kennedy Center Honors, sponsored by Century by Buick, a luxury car for everyone.
Worried about Y2K? Get a new Buick. Why? Let's say the city goes dark. Buick's headlights come on automatically. Very clever. No heat, dual climate control. So get cozy in your comfy power seat with your portable TV and watch the test pattern. During Buick's Not to Worry event, get a Century 2000 Special Edition with a Millennium offer worth $2,000, just in time for the year 2000. No blow dryer? Sunroof.
Is there an insurance company with a 146-year history of proving that your trust is not misplaced? Without question, the St. Paul.
Your phone, your water pressure, the airbags in your car, the toys your children play with. The world around you runs on chips. Agilent makes the testing equipment that makes sure those chips work. Just try to get through a day without being touched by the things we test. You might as well try to dodge raindrops.
presenting the first ever full-length animated motion picture, exclusively in IMAX theaters. Walt Disney Pictures' Fantasia 2000, the IMAX experience. 7 all-new journeys into the imagination, along with a classic favorite in a motion picture unlike any other. Walt Disney Pictures' Fantasia 2000, the IMAX experience. Rated G. Coming January 1st to selected IMAX theaters worldwide.
$69.95.
What are you looking at, cable? Shh, it's just getting good.
3 minutes a week.
Ah, DirecTV. Hey, everybody. This is Tim. Look, DirecTV's got all your favorite cable channels. Plus, now you get 2 free months of 32 premium movie channels, including 7 HBO, 4 Stars, and 5 Showtime channels with no long-term commitment. DirecTV. What are you looking at?
Tonight, Dave throws out the last of the 99 comedy. Everything must go. We've lost our lease. With Jay Thomas helping Dave de-trim the tree with the Christmas Quarterback Challenge. We can't miss. Plus a hero kid and words never spoken this millennium. And this is Richard Simmons Jr. Then don't miss Craig.
You haven't seen the future until you see the next 48 hours. Join the CBS Galaxy of Stars on the brink of a new millennium. 48 Hours Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Kennedy Center, James A. Johnson.
Thank you. We who have the privilege of leading this magnificent Kennedy Center are focused now on the challenges of the new millennium. During the past 2.5 years, our free performances every night on the Millennium stage have hosted now more than 700,000 people. Thank you. And if you aren't in Washington, you can see the Millennium Show live by logging onto the internet at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. Our mission for the 21st century is to match one of the world's greatest cultural institutions with an entirely new world of communication. So when in Washington, come to the best in America's performing arts. And everywhere else, you're only a click away. Join us at www.kennedycenter.org. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Plummer.
The gentleman is from Copenhagen. He is the funniest man ever to play the piano. When Victor was a 10-year-old prodigy, he used to entertain his parents' friends by announcing that his next piece was Beethoven's Sonata number 112. He would then proceed to launch into a total concoction of his own. People, after he had finished, would invariably say, "Oh, I've always loved that one. I wish they'd play it more." With exquisite timing, he juggles the roles of clown, raconteur, concert pianist, and symphonic conductor. He's a consummate classicist, touched by an impish magic. The sheer joy and utter madness with which he has so diabolically infected us with all these years is the best present a man can give. For to those of us who worship great music and great comedy, all rolled into one, it is Victor Borge who is the unique and supreme master of both. Without him, life would not be so bearable. Borge Rosenbaum, born in Copenhagen. His father, a professional violinist. His mother played the piano. Music came naturally, and so did mischief. He studied piano in Denmark and Vienna, preparing for a concert career. But to hide his stage fright, He turned the serious upside down. He had found his destiny. A headliner in movies, nightclubs, and reviews, he was Denmark's favorite entertainer. He kidded music, he kidded the country, and then he kidded Denmark's neighbors. But the Nazis weren't laughing at the Jewish comic. He had no choice but to leave his life behind. He was the last man on the last boat that left for New York. He didn't know a word of English, a terrible disadvantage for a comic in America. Every night, he was at the movies, trying to learn the new language. He knew he could be funny, but would Americans laugh? After 3 years of hits and misses, he gambled everything on a trip to Los Angeles. A talent scout caught his act, and he got a shot on the Bing Crosby show.
Comes now from deep in the heart of Denmark, one Victor Borge.
First, I would like to explain the piano to you. You see this? This is the keyboard. The keyboard.
He was called the Comedy Find of the Year. The stages got bigger, and the lines got longer. A concert pianist who played in the key of inspired madness, he approached the piano in his own way. In New York, he set the record for the longest-running one-man show in Broadway history. Time magazine called him one of the master funny men of our age. In the 50s, he had his own television show. Then his non-stop tours took him to every city with a stage. You didn't have to be a music lover to love Borge.
I'm always asked to play something straight. And you know it is not easy. All the way. Mozart was what we call a bust.
He is beyond fashion, or fad, or imitation. A master of invention, a musician from the heart. Victor Borge has graced our stages for nearly 50 years, offering us civility and the gift of laughter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark O'Connor.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here tonight to tribute Victor Borge. Through most of this century, you have dedicated your life to music, especially by encouraging young people to love it. Well, here tonight, we have 26 young musicians from Opus 118 in East Harlem. Their teacher, Roberta Gaspari, is here as well. Her students, like you, Mr. Borge, put their heart and real life into their music.
The Kennedy Center Honors, sponsored by Schweppes and your local Schweppes bottler. Schweppes, just a little more taste. And by Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. We measure success one investor at a time.
In any business, there can be only one priority. At Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, we have never forgotten ours. Not surprisingly, we measure success a little differently.
There's nothing like a vacation for unstiffening one's tail and getting the wildebeest out of one's whiskers. Good company, the calm of the ocean, and the particular effervescence of Schweppes. Oh, would you believe it? Christopher.
Be right back.
Frightfully ugly, but useful nonetheless. Schweppes, just a little more taste.
This is the workshop of radicals. A one-car garage where two young men with $500 in venture capital invented an industry. Their idea was simple: invent something useful and significant, or it doesn't leave the garage. The idea was so simple, it was radical. Today, the company of Bill Hewlett and Dave Packard is being reinvented. The original startup will act like one again. Watch.
7,000 times a day, 685 times an hour. Once every 6 seconds, a GM owner puts their stamp of approval on the quality of our cars and trucks by coming back to buy another GM. It's the highest loyalty of any company in the industry. And to us, the highest compliment.
The Kennedy Center Honors will continue.
CBS New Year's Eve starts with Dave's Millennium Show. Then Whitney Houston and Natalie Cole host Grammy's Greatest Performances. And join Will Smith live from D.C. with Trisha Yearwood, Celine Dion, and the world premiere of Spielberg's new movie. Happy New Millennium. America's Millennium. CBS New Year's Eve.
Once in a while, a car comes along that's really worth pursuing. A car with features like an automatic transmission, alloy wheels, ABS, a security system, and more, all offered at a price that has proven to be very elusive. Of course, you have to see such a car. To not would be criminal. The Special Edition Accord from Honda. Now get APR financing as low as 3.9% APR for 36 months on new 4-cylinder Accord sedans.
The world's most exquisite lilies are grown in Holland. The most celebrated roses in Ecuador. Sunflowers in Monterey Bay, California. But now you can find all these flowers in a single place. Hallmark, with the assurance that they'll arrive fresher and last longer than any flowers you've probably ever sent or received. To order, visit a Hallmark Gold Crown store, hallmark.com, or call 1-800-HALLMARK now.
Hurry to get huge savings during the Hyundai year-end sale. Get the all-new Hyundai Accent for only $8,934. Or check out the roomy 2000 Elantra. The sedan that Consumer's Digest just named a Best Buy starts at just $12,234. Both come with the freedom of America's best warranty. So hurry down to your Hyundai dealer and save during the year-end sale. Come get a great deal on the new 2000 models at your Hyundai dealer now.
Only once a year do we reduce our prices an additional 20 to 40%, which means the only way to beat a Men's Warehouse price is at the Men's Warehouse sale. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
How to get home for free New Year's Eve. We'll tell you at 11.
Gentlemen, Halle Berry.
Stevie Wonder. Hi, Stevie. I don't think I've ever told you this, but you have been a role model of mine, probably for as long as I can remember. And I don't need to tell you this either. It's not easy, always, being a black man in America. And what you've done with your gifts and your talents have so inspired me to achieve and to believe that anything I dare dream, I can make come true. Thank you so much. You know, what is probably the most important and amazing thing about Stevie, to me, is that Stevie was born with what most people would consider a huge handicap. But Stevie turned that around for himself right from the very beginning. Stevie is not able to see with his eyes, but he can see far more than any one of us in this room who believe we have 20/20 vision. Stevie sees with his heart. Stevie has vision, and his vision is his music. And that vision is full of hope, love, promise, togetherness, peace, and unity. He is the universal poet who celebrates our humanity and challenges us to do more and to be better, and to do it all with a smile on our face and laughter in our hearts. Stevie, we just called you here today to say, we love you. When I was little, he said, I once dreamed I made a record, and money fell from the sky like snow, and I was able to take care of my mother and sisters and brothers. My mother cried about my blindness, but I wasn't sad. I believed God had something for me to do. If it could make music, Stevie could play it. He pestered his friend, who sang with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, to take him to that house where the hits were coming from. Motown. He showed them what he could do. He was such a wonder, they called him Little Stevie Wonder.
Everybody say yeah! Say yeah! Say yeah! 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 Yeah!
He was just a kid, but music tumbled out like a river of sound. He not only sang the hits, he wrote them. While his songs kept the world dancing, Stevie was already moving on.
Like a long, lonely stream, I keep running towards a dream.
There was music in the land, in the city, in the streets. He brought it into the studio, blended it with the music inside, and came out with a new pop sound all his own. A string of groundbreaking albums followed. A pop revolution. Now his themes took on deeper feelings, life itself. Into his complex rhythms, he poured his hopes and prayers for a better world. He lifted them onto the concert stage and asked us to listen.
I am singing someday love will reign throughout this world.
sweet tenor voice reverberated around the world.
Time. La 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 la.
Stevie wrote, "If my eyes were to see, let them be the witness of a world that is color-free. Let me talk about a land where love is for all and fear can't put dreams to sleep." Long ago, he knew that God had given him something to do. What God had given him was music, and he has given it back to us.
Stay tuned for Smokey Robinson, Take 6, and a musical tribute to Stevie Wonder.
It's the most remarkable garage in the world. The garage that invented an industry, that reinvented work with a few simple rules. Work quickly, no bureaucracy, just invent. For 6 decades, this garage has been the workshop of the world's inventors. It will be still, because the company that began in this garage will return to the rules of this garage. Watch.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
Liberty, freedom, opportunity. Westward, upward, ingenuity.
See the USA.
Songs, dances, second chances.
In your Chevrolet.
Unbelievable romance.
See the USA.
Changing faces, going places. Wherever America's going, we'll be there.
Is there an insurance company that believes the most important thing they cover is the risk you didn't think of? Without question, the St. Paul.
How do you measure success? Presenting iChoice from Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, a dynamic new financial program that lets you achieve your success your way. How do you measure success? At Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, we measure success one investor at a time.
The man who brought us Hill Street Blues, L.A. Law, and NYPD Blue is about to make history again.
Those kids depend on us. Shouldn't those kids be dependent on you?
Blair Underwood, Vivica A. Fox.
She's got a belly full of blood and she's still bleeding. Try some lidocaine and pray.
City of Angels premieres CBS Sunday, January 16th.
If you dream of flying, it means you are looking for a new perspective. So get one. Own a copy of Coin TV's Spectacular Oregon by Air. Choose from 4 different programs showcasing the beauty of the state for only $16.95 each. Or pay $44.95 and get the complete set. To order, call 1-800-421-4276. Log on to coin.com or send a check to the address on your screen. Get a new perspective on Oregon by Air.
Ford's been making automotive history for the past 100 years. And to bring the 20th century to a close, we're doing it again. Presenting 20th Century Celebration from your Northwest Ford store. It's your chance to get low financing and huge cash incentives on all 2000 trucks, SUVs, and remaining 99 models. That's financing as low as 0.9%, plus cashback incentives up to $2,000. So get to your Northwest Ford store today, because when 20th Century Celebration ends, it's history.
Oh, a chance like this appears once every 100 years.
Bring in the new century with a bang for your buck at Ford's Sale of the Century. Ask for no payments and no interest until 2001 on furniture, appliances, and electronics $399 and up. Take an extra 10% off all appliances, even on sale prices. Plus, all furniture is on sale. Ford's Sale of the Century ends New Year's Day.
You can't shop smarter than Ward's.
Coin 6 News. People you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coretta Scott King.
It is my great honor to pay tribute to the last recipient of the Kennedy Center Honors of the Century. We all know Stevie Wonder as one of our nation's most talented, creative, and prolific performing artists, whose songs have warmed the hearts and lifted the spirits of Americans of all races. My family and I will always be grateful to Stevie for his enormous contribution to making the Martin Luther King Jr. National Holiday a reality. And I offer my heartfelt personal appreciation for your friendship, as well as your luminous artistry and the radiant spirit of love you bring to all of your good works. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Herbie Hancock.
Stevie Wonder. There's some things that I know that you can't possibly know. Okay? You can't possibly know what it feels like to be your friend. You can't possibly know what the world feels like when they hear your music, when they hear your voice, when they're inspired by everything that you do, everything that you stand for. And you instill in us a spirit of, I can do it. Because Stevie Wonder, you have done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, take 6. Ladies and gentlemen, Smokey Robinson.
Thank you very much. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of meeting him personally, Stevie Wonder is very philosophical. A typical greeting. Hey, Stevie, how you doing, man? Smoke. I'll be doing fine when all the people of the world are free and all cosmic things become cosmetics. Stevie is one of the most prolific songwriters of this millennium and of many millenniums to come. And tonight I'm gonna sing one of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs. All is fair in love. Love's a crazy game. Two people vow to stay in love as one they say. But all is changed with time. The future none can see. The road you leave behind. Ahead lies mystery. But all is fair in love. I should have never left your side. A writer takes his pen to write the words again. All is fair in love. A writer takes his pen to write the words again. All in love is fair. It's fair. I love you, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diane Shore.
Hi, Stevie. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping people like us with disabilities to realize that we can make a difference in the world. No New Year's Day to celebrate, no chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. No first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, No wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I do. I just called to say I love you, baby. And I mean it from the bottom of my
Ladies and gentlemen, the Morgan State University Choir.
You are the sunshine of my life. That's why you'll always be around.
You are the apple of my eye. Yeah. Forever you stay in my heart.
I feel like this is the beginning. No, I've loved you for a million years. And if I thought your love was intaken, and the sail hanging in my own tears,
You are the sunshine of my
Forget Y2K computer crashes. The crashes most likely to kill on New Year's Eve are committed by drunk drivers. Join us for the news tonight at 11.
Last year, more people who owned a GM car or truck came back to buy another GM. More than any other company in America. It's the highest loyalty in the industry, which speaks not only to the quality of GM cars and trucks, but to the people who drive them.
This is my invention. The silverware instrument. C'est les lunettes éclairantes. You could slide them, but they don't slide by themselves. It worked. It worked. Headlight. It could change somebody's life. 24-hour sandals. That is the greatest idea I've ever came up in my whole life.
The Kennedy Center Honors, sponsored by the men and women of General Motors, whose commitment to quality brings you outstanding cars and trucks, and by Hewlett-Packard, the original Silicon Valley startup will act like one again. Watch.
Well, this has been the American century in the performing arts, certainly. And for the past 22 years, the Kennedy Center Honors has celebrated that gift on this stage. Before we bring down the curtain on the century, join us in an anthem of hope that is closely associated with one of this year's honorees. Here to conduct is Quincy Jones.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the Let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. Oh yes, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make better days.
Travel provided by Continental Airlines, with more than 200 destinations in 42 countries worldwide. Continental Airlines. Work hard, fly right.
She was the woman who gave the world Little House on the Prairie.
You can turn what you see and what you feel into words.
But her real life was more amazing than any of her novels.
I don't want the first time to be here. There's a place I like better.
Richard Thomas in a world premiere movie, Beyond the Prairie, the true story of Laura Ingalls Wilder, CBS Sunday.
Get
Get set for Late Show laughs when Dave and guest Jay Thomas de-trim the Late Show tree. Plus, an 11-year-old hero. But first, your local news.
2 men are in jail tonight for allegedly plotting to blow up the Battleground police station. And a man is shot to death by police after getting out of a car armed with a cell phone. Plus, Oregon becomes the first state to give adoptees access to their birth records. The news at 11 starts now.
The news for the people of Portland, Vancouver, and the Pacific Northwest with Jeff Gianola and Kelly Day. This is KOIN 6 News at 11.
Terrorist threat strike in our own backyard. 2 men are behind bars tonight, allegedly for plotting to blow up the Battleground Washington police station. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Kelly Day. We'll have the latest on that bomb threat in just a moment. But first tonight, while a lot of people are worried about terrorism and computer crashes on New Year's Eve, Mothers Against Drunk Driving says car crashes are the real threat. Drunk drivers typically flood the roads on New Year's Eve. And Cam Johnson reports tonight the statistics are startling and these tragedies all too real.
As a parent, you never forget your child. I mean, I say kid, he wasn't a kid, he was in his 30s. But birthdays, holidays.
This man's son, Scott Collins, a sheriff's deputy reserve officer, was killed in 1993 on I-84 by a drunk driver. It's the kind of pain no parent should have to endure. But he fears more families will suffer this New Year's Eve. Over the past 2 New Years, 63% of highway fatalities were alcohol-related. Last year, while others were celebrating, Jacqueline Bouchelli's husband was dying because of another drunk driver on the road. But the Y2K celebration that starts like this doesn't have to end like this. Several Northwest companies, including Speeds Towing and Radio Cab, are seeing to that. For more than 10 years, Radio Cab has made it easy for holiday revelers who've been drinking to get home safely through the Mad Cab program.
If somebody needs a cab and they've been drinking and they are worried about driving home, they should call Mad Cab, 284-MAD, M-A-D-D. They will take all the information, where the person's at, where they need to go, and then they will call up Radio Cab and our dispatch.
And Speeds Towing will take you and your car home at a price anyone can live with.
We ask for a $10 donation. It's not required. And the $10 for every car that we tow does go straight to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers.
It's one way you can help make this a happy New Year's for everyone. Cam Johnson, KOIN 6 News.
Those are some very generous offers. So once again, if you need a cab ride home, call the Mad Cab line, not Radio Cab directly. The number again, 248-MAD. And for a tow and for a ride home, call Speeds at 238-6211 or 1-800-338-6211.
If you think terrorism could never strike close to home this New Year's Eve, an arrest in Battleground, Washington points to the contrary. 2 men are behind bars tonight on charges of plotting to blow up the Battleground police station. Yesterday, police swarmed this trailer and they say they found methamphetamine, pipe bombs, and bomb-making equipment. They arrested Brant Jensen and Melody Moffett. Jensen was charged with conspiracy to bomb. His girlfriend was charged with possession of methamphetamine. Neighbors say for years now, they've been shaken awake by explosions that are coming from the property that those two share.
It literally, shakes our house to the core, rattles the windows, and typically in the middle of the night, dead sleep, and all of us probably within, a couple square miles are sitting straight up in our beds.
Well, late this afternoon, a third suspect turned himself into police custody. Clinton Holliday's been charged with threatening to bomb. Police say they learned they could be a target from an anonymous source.
Portland's Millennium Celebration will go on as planned, despite some threats of terrorism in the Northwest. Portland Mayor Vera Katz and Police Chief Mark Croker took a final walk through Pioneer Square today. They reviewed plans for the celebration and plans for security as well. Although some cities are taking steps, including sealing off manhole covers and removing garbage cans, Portland's police chief says the city's celebration will be safe without drastic measures.
We are ready on every count, and so we're taking this little bit of information that we have and factoring that in here. Everything that I'm hearing so far in the phone calls I'm getting concludes that there's nothing that's related to this particular event.
More than 250 police will patrol the downtown core on New Year's Eve. But the party is off in Seattle. City officials there canceled the Big Bash at Seattle Center. Today, they started installing a giant perimeter around the center. Now, that fence was going up anyway, but it was supposed to keep the people inside the center during the party. Now it'll be used to keep them out. There will still be some daytime festivities at the center on New Year's Eve, but then everyone will have to leave by 6 o'clock that night.
Is the U.S. ready for Y2K? Well, tonight on 60 Minutes 2, President Clinton was asked that very question.
We spent a lot of money. We tried to be ready. I feel a high level of confidence. It wouldn't bother me a bit to get on a commercial airline, for example, on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day and fly around. I think our systems are in order here. My concerns really are for some of our friends around the world that have more rudimentary computer networks and capacities, and whether they will have a shutdown that they won't be able to immediately fix or get around.
Now, FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, will be full staff New Year's Eve to help local governments respond to almost any problem.
And as for New Year's Eve here,